And I saw Trump's Easter message to Iran about open the strait, you crazy bastards, or I'm blowing up your bridges and power plants today, which they did. And then using the F word, and then talking about Allah, praise Allah, Allah's great or whatever. Number one, just from a psychological perspective, when Trump killed the mullah, which Israel told him to do, they said that would make him give up. That's the opposite of making him give up. And blowing up their bridges and power plants, it just hurts the citizens, just unified them. So just from a military perspective, it's horrible win the hearts and minds. Our military did act like this in the past with their rhetoric.
Donald Trump might be a psychopath, and this guy is mentally ill. He just dropped a message on Easter towards Iran, and what he said? Yeah, let's get into this, guys.
Perspective, it's horrible win the hearts and minds. Our military did act like this in the past with their rhetoric. And it's super bad news. And this is not the old Trump. It's one thing if he says fuck on the campaign trail or whatever. I do that too. But on Easter, with messages about Allah Akbar and give up, you crazy effers, they're not going to. And they've closed the strait. It's killing the economy. America's sinking global rankings of likability. It's just not what we voted for. And we've never seen rhetoric out of presidents like this when we go to war, even if you're for this war. This is really bad PR, folks. This is what I'm talking about, the way Trump's behaving. Way more erratic. His speech, is not coherent all the time. You can't deny this is happening.
And it's starting to show. He sent a very disturbing message to Iran. Something a leader of a nation, especially America, shouldn't be saying. He said Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day, all wrapped up in one. In Iran, there'll be nothing like it. Open the effing strait, you crazy, or you'll be living in hell. Just watch. Praise be to Allah, President Trump. Yeah, this guy's a maniac, guys.
We can get Trump to pull out of this war. So I'm trying to get as much public awakening to this and pressure as I can, but I don't have a lot of hope. But MTG had a great post about it, and I posted her comment and Trump's post below this, but this is not a Christ-like Easter message.
Yeah, Trump's losing his mind at this point, guys. Let's have a look at what Marjorie Taylor Greene's message was about the post he said. Now, she said on Easter morning, this is what President Trump posted. Everyone in this administration that claims to be a Christian needs to fall on their knees and beg for forgiveness from God and stop worshipping the president and intervene in Trump's madness. I know all of you and him, and he has gone insane, and all of you are complicit. I'm not defending Iran, but let's be honest about all of this. The strait is closed because of the US and Israel started the unprovoked war against Iran based on the same nuclear lies they've been telling us for decades, that any moment Iran would develop a nuclear weapon. You know who has nuclear weapons? Israel. They are more than capable of defending themselves without the US having to fight their wars, killing innocent people and children, and pay for it. Trump threatening to bomb power plants and bridges hurts the Iranian people, the very people Trump claimed he was freeing. On Easter of all days, we as Christians should be reminded that the Son of God died and rose from the grave so that we can be forgiven once and for all for our sins. Jesus commanded us to love one another and forgive one another, even our enemies. Our president is not a Christian, and his words and actions should be supported by Christians. No, he's not a Christian. He's fully Jewish now. Just admit it, Trump, you turned Jewish. But let's carry on. Christians in the administration should be pursuing peace, urging the president to make peace, not escalating war that is hurting people. This, not what we promised as Americans. People, when they overwhelmingly voted in 2024, I know I was there more than most. This is not making America great again. This is pure evil. This guy is going to cause a global recession, all for Israel. Now, this is what will most likely happen if Trump does this, and apparently he started doing it already. Yeah, yes, guys, but we'll continue. Let's have a look at this.
They probably have, you can only imagine what they have on him. You can only imagine what dirt they have on him. But Iran is not going to back down. And when the 10 days are over, if he begins to annihilate Iran's key infrastructure, we will annihilate everything in the Persian Gulf region. That will be the end of Kuwait. That will be the end of Qatar. It will be the end of Saudi Arabia. It will be the end of Bahrain. And it will be the end of the United Arab Emirates. It will be over. Everyone will have to immediately leave and cross the desert. And by the way, Nima, we are in spring. It's going to heat up pretty fast. The weather is going to get hot. You live in that part of Iran. You know that part of Iran. In the Persian Gulf on the other side, everything depends on uh, on electricity. Without electricity, those regimes collapse immediately. And so everything that the US empire collapses in West Asia overnight. And of course, the Iraqis will take them out, and Yemen will take them out. So if they go for all out war, the Iranians will go for all out war, and so will the Axis of Resistance. And who will be the big loser? It will be Zionism. It will be Trump. It will be Netanyahu, because the world will see who destroyed their world. Everyone will see who destroyed their world. In India, those people who foolishly supported Netanyahu and the Zionists, who consider them to be dirt. I mean, they're considered to be just as subhuman as the rest of us. But out of their ignorance, or in many cases out of malice, they support him. They will recognize that it was Netanyahu and the Zionists who destroyed their lives. The world will see everything for what it is. So when the 10 days are over, fine, he can do what he can begin, but Iran will finish the job. We are determined. We are going to end this war, this aggression that's been going on against our country since 1953, once and for all.
Yeah. I think the point is, when he's talking about the opening up the Strait of Hormuz, would be, so what would be the role of the United States in all of that? Because they were not prepared to go and fight Iranians in the Strait of Hormuz. They were encouraging, somehow trying to convince Europeans to do that. We know, as we talk, Europeans are in contact. They're trying to talk with the Iranian foreign minister. For example, we had the foreign minister of Austria just before coming to this live. She said that she was talking with the foreign minister of Iran, Abbas Araghchi, about how they can facilitate their tankers to pass through the Strait of Hormuz. This is the new. Everyone who wants some sort of solution should talk to Iranians, because no one else is in charge of the Strait of Hormuz but Iran.
Well, that's exactly the point, isn't it? The mafia don, he's not in charge anymore. So they have to speak with Iran. And you saw how at the UN Security Council, France changed its position. So they know where the power lies. They know that even if they joined the Americans in the Strait of Hormuz, they would not be able to change anything. They would only make things worse for themselves and for the world. So the Strait of Hormuz is under Iran's control. And in future, it will remain under Iran's control, jointly with Oman, probably, if they choose to be partners. But Iran will control the Strait of Hormuz. That is how it will be from now on, whether the Americans like it or not, whether the Europeans would like it or not. And the Europeans are beginning to recognize this reality. And Trump is like a 5-year-old child, a psychopath, but a 5-year-old child who's constantly throwing temper tantrums because things are not going his way. So he'll break all his toys, and he'll break your toys, and he'll break my toys, and and this is the person who leads the United States. And the political class, not much difference between them and him. He's just more crude. But the very fact that these people the French ship, why did it go through? Because France changed its position. So the Europeans, if they want anything from the Persian Gulf, they're going to have to change their attitude, their mentality. Remember, these are the same Europeans that when the Israelis attacked Iran during the 12-day war, they supported it. When they targeted our peaceful nuclear program, they supported it. During this war, when the Americans murdered our leader and murdered our children, they supported it. Now, suddenly, they're making phone calls to the Iranians, trying to sort things out because they know that they miscalculated big time.
And it's happening already. Trump has already started to bomb the nuclear plants, and Iran has retaliated straight away. Yeah, they've just bombed Doha, Qatar. A missile has just dropped in the middle of the streets, and it has people running. It's about to get crazy, guys. Prepare for a global recession. And all my European people, my British people, and Americans in the Middle East. Get to your countries now. Take that flight now, because trust me, you won't be able to fly soon.
साइड पे हो जाओ साइड पे भागो Oh my God.
So we're in World War III, and it's about to get a whole lot worse. Now pray for the people in these countries that are suffering all because of Donald Trump and Bibi Netanyahu. No one wanted this war. Not the Europeans. No one. We didn't want it. Trump picked this war. No other countries are helping him. Yeah, you gotta figure this out yourself, mate. To keep up with content like this, make sure you subscribe. Dark Truth Unfiltered.